Australia has now got the National Elite Development Program up and running, which is supported through the Sports Commission. And the National Elite Development Program really focuses on athletes under the age of 23 right through to the bottom tier of our Olympic Hopes program, which is under 15. So with the National Elite Development Squad, which is selected after we select national teams this year, it'll be ongoing, and those athletes are invited to a number of national camps for each of the respective age groups and trying to build team boats. I mean, that's probably the key focus for us. A lot of our talent is already in the sport, and it's something that I'm strongly focused on, that I don't want to try and find new talent every year, because I think the kids that will be there racing in 2016 and 2020 Olympics for us, they're already on the water. So I think we've just got to further develop those young athletes, but also not taking our eye off trying to find new talent. And for us, surf lifesaving is the key pool of athletes we're trying to feed from. And this Next Wave project with Surf Lifesaving Australia, it's a partnership program. This is where we're trying to get a lot of these really good young talented athletes from, is through surf. Well, I mean, around Australia we have 9 sprint programs funded through NEDP, and as we identify these coaches, the athletes, the coaches are running these programs and they're funded through NEDP. And what we're trying to do is develop the athletes within their regions, within their states, before we actually bring them into camps. And I think it's really important that we do have a big bridge between the juniors and the senior athletes, because it is a big gap, and by providing opportunity and teams for these athletes along the way, they can see the clear stepping stones without having to, fight their way and almost look to make a senior team as almost being impossible. So we've got to give them that glimmer of hope and give them something to aim for. We have a lot of experienced coaches around Australia, very experienced. I mean, we have coaches that have coached Olympic medal winning crews, World Championship medal winning crews, and gold medalists. And what we're trying to do is trying to bridge the gap for our coaches as well, where the coaches can get upskilled. So the athletes that are coaches are looking after the NEDP athletes, the coaches can actually be upskilled by those senior elite coaches. And we're running a number of workshops here at the National Championships to provide that upskilling, if you like, for the coaches, and workshops and educate them as we go and guide the coaches in the right direction. And I believe if we can create better coaches, we can create better athletes. Well, I mean, the development pathway is very clear for our young athletes now. In Australia we have the Olympic Hopes group, which is under 17 downwards. Then we have the junior team, which is under 18s, and then also we have the under 23 team, we're under 22 this year. But those teams will lead on to next year's World Championships, which will be in Welland in Canada. So there's an under 23 and an under 18 World Championships, which is going to happen now annually, and it's something that's very, very special for Australia. We've never had that. We've had the European under 23 championships and under 18 Europeans, but that's for the Europeans every year exclusively and not for Australia. So this creates a fantastic opportunity, and I think building towards Rio, it creates a really good stepping stone for these young athletes to come from under 18s into under 23s, then onto senior teams, and then hopefully onto the Olympic Games in 2016 and 2020.